ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Making Chicago proud, ABC7 presents the 2022 Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade.
A live look at Columbus Drive just outside of Grant Park and a look at Buckingham Fountain. I'm Ryan Chiaverini alongside Judy Sue and Karen Ryan as we bring you the 67th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. It is back. It is cold. We are layered up, but we're going to have a good time for the next 2 hours. I think we were comparing.
How many layers do we have on today?
How many do you have, Judy?
I can't even count. Maybe 10. And I have a few more to add on as the parade goes on. We're here for 2 hours.
But people are so happy to be here. There's warmth coming from them.
Yes, it is Saturday, March 12th, but it feels like a January day, but it's not going to stop people from having a great time. Might I add, I am half Irish.
Oh, yes.
Which half?
My mother's maiden name was McQuarter.
Okay.
And I know that you are half Irish because your other half is Irish, your husband.
Does that count when the other half is Irish? Yes, my husband is Irish. My 4 kids are half Irish, so they bring me, I say, the luck of the Irish every single day.
Yes. And Karen Ryan, you've done a documentary on the Irish, and we are going to talk about that and about the parade. But we got to bring in the 4th member of our broadcast team, Larry Mowry. And Larry, couldn't you have texted Mother Nature?
I know.
And asked for a better day? Because I know tomorrow is going to be warm.
She stopped receiving my calls long ago.
Too much complaining from us?
Yeah, too much. You know, it's actually not terribly bad when you're standing in the sunshine. The wind's not terrible at the moment, but once that wind picks up, it does kind of bite at your face. But, you know, it's a great day here in Chicago. We're so happy to be part of this parade. There are a lot of folks lined up here getting ready for the parade, and so it is going to be a beautiful day with the sunshine. Just everybody's got the layers on. I think I've got the puffiest jacket I could ever find here. It's got me warm right now, though.
Yeah, now, don't you have socks that actually plug in, Larry?
I do. I've got heated socks. They run on a little battery. They're doing pretty good right now.
He's the smartest of the bunch here. Okay, I just got to say.
He's a meteorologist.
Yeah.
Where are they plugging into?
That's a secret. Just like dying of the river.
No,
it's a secret.
That's right. The secret ingredients. And I'll tell you, I was debating with one of my buddies who has the best St. Patrick's Day parade. He was trying to tell me Savannah, Georgia.
No. Karen, weigh in on
we are not taking away from anybody's parade, but we have the best here in Chicago.
We already know that. And, of course, dying of the rivers.
That's what does it.
Yes, that's what does it. I know New York does a great job and Boston does a great job, but nobody does it like Chicago.
And Karen has done a whole documentary about our parade right here in Chicago. So she knows all about this. She has followed this dyeing process. Talk to us about this because this is so unique. It is only done in Chicago. They have tried to replicate this.
Yes.
And it does not work.
No, it doesn't because there's a secret formula. I still don't know what it is. But there's a great story because Stephen M. Bailey, who was the business manager of Plumbers Local 130, was a good friend of Mayor Richard Daley. And one day, a plumber came in. He had Kelly Green on his overalls. And Mr. Bailey said, "Where'd you get that?" And he said, "We were dyeing the river to see where the leaks were." And he goes, "I am going to turn the river green." And he started being the head of the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade, and it stayed with him. He wasn't going to give it up once it was there.
It is fascinating because when you look at it, that dye, when it first goes in, it is orange, right?
Right.
And then somehow,
it gets stirred up. It gets stirred up, and it becomes this beautiful green. It's funny, during the documentary, somebody had said, it was Mayor Daley's son, said in the beginning, it used to last 2 weeks. And they kind of had to get, you know, the formula, so it was only a couple of days.
I think we should leave it like that year-round.
It is beautiful to see.
It looks beautiful, and it is environmentally safe.
Yes, it is.
We should point that out.
But I keep asking, can you tell me what the formula is? Nope, not getting it. Not getting it.
That's it. Well, let's talk about this documentary because we have a soundbite that we want to run. Take a listen.
As we celebrate our 125th anniversary, Plumbers Local 130 is 6,200 members strong, being the largest straight-line plumbers local in the country. We produce skilled tradespeople. Every plumber and apprentice has a plumber's license to do our craft. We take great pride in that license. We protect the health of the nation.
Which way do you think I'd put it on?
We've been in the West Loop at 1340 West Washington Boulevard since 1927. There was a couple highlights in the last 100+ years. The first one comes to mind was the burning of the mortgage in 1944. Stephen M. Bailey had a big parade. He was quite the showman, Stephen M. Bailey. They didn't do anything half empty. It was always overflowing with optimism. The burning of the mortgage means we own this property. We call it the Chicago campus. We basically own the whole block here. Another great event in our legacy was when we celebrated the 100th anniversary in 1995. And the business manager at the time, Gerald M. Sullivan, made the decision to stay here in Chicago in the West Loop. And he went to the membership and asked for a building fund. So we did a major renovation of this great local union and the property around it. I would say that the Plumbers Union and the City of Chicago go hand in hand because of the relationship that Stephen N. Bailey had with Richard J. Daley. And it was business manager Bailey who came up with the idea of dyeing the river green.
And it was a great idea, 67 years and counting. Wow. And how fitting is it that the business manager of Plumbers Local 130 is the general chairman of this parade? Here is James F. Coyne, the man in charge of it all.
I'm Jim Coyne, the general chairman of the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade and the business manager of Plumbers Local 130, who have proudly sponsored this parade for the last 67 years. I'd like to welcome the City of Chicago back to our Irish traditions. Please stay safe and enjoy your day.
Big thank you to our Mr. General Chairman and a big shout out to the entire committee, all the volunteers for putting on this parade. So much more to come, you guys. We're just getting started here. We're still waiting for the official kickoff on Columbus Drive right behind us. Stay right here. We'll be right back right here on ABC 7.
Country Financial is proud to sponsor the 67th Annual Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade and celebrate the theme of supporting essential workers with our partners from the Chicago Plumbers Union, Local 130. At Country Financial, we're committed to helping our Chicagoland community protect what matters most and prepare for the future. On behalf of Country Financial, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois is proud to sponsor Chicago's 67th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. It's the one day of the year Blue Cross goes green. For many years, our company has helped Chicago's Irish and Irish at Heart celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Congratulations to Journeyman Plumbers Local 130, today's Grand Marshal and Guest of Honor. Slanshaw.
ABC 7's broadcast of the 2022 Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade is brought to you by the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee, the Chicago Plumbers Local 130, and these fine sponsors.
The Derek Funk device. Switch today.
A bird's eye view. The St. Patrick's Day Parade, it has returned. We have returned. You can see our breath. We are trying to stay warm. Hey, I think we're in the low 20s now, but hey, we are about to get this thing kicked off officially. And of course, always an honor for the Queen who gets crowned every year. And congratulations to this year's Queen, Kelly Leyden, who wears the title well. And she is thrilled to represent the Plumbers Local 130, the Irish community, and is a proud Chicago police officer.
Yes, she is.
So we say thank you, Kelly, for your service and commitment to the city. Kelly grew up in Orland Park with ancestors from the southwestern parts of Ireland.
I am Kelly Leyden, your Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade Queen. As a Chicago police officer, it is heartwarming to see that this year's parade theme is honoring Chicagoland's essential workers. To all of those who have worked relentlessly throughout the pandemic and beyond, I applaud and thank you.
And that is such a tradition here for the parade. And Kelly talks a lot about being a Chicago police officer and that she wouldn't trade that for anything except for maybe that crown that she is wearing.
Have you seen the crown? Oh, it's nice.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I saw her last night and she looked gorgeous.
All right, Kelly, congratulations. And you will be seeing Kelly coming down the parade route pretty soon here. Right now, we're going to introduce everybody to our Grand Marshal here today for our 2022 Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade. And he is retired Judge John C. Griffin, the former appellate court judge graduating with honors from Notre Dame and cum laude from DePaul University's College of Law. He has an extensive background, of course, 31 years in private practice, has an impressive list of accomplishments, which includes, of course, a long-standing commitment to the Irish community.
I'm honored to be the Grand Marshal of the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade and be representing all of the volunteers of the Chicagoland Irish organizations who unselfishly work to promote and preserve Irish culture and heritage. It's particularly special this year as we honor the essential workers of this challenging time. Happy St. Patrick's Day season.
Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
Now let's check in with Larry. We're trying not to take it personally, Larry, that you brought this weather.
Yeah,
yes,
we're
trying. You're still our friend, buddy, but I know you are with a special guest.
Yeah, well, I've got the guest of honor has a special message for us here this afternoon, and the guest of honor for today's parade is the Consul General of Ireland to Chicago and to the Midwest, Kevin Byrne, and he has also served with the Taoiseach, which is the Prime Minister of Ireland, and he went to the Trinity College in Dublin and has this message for us.
The theme honouring Chicagoland's essential workers is so fitting for this year's St. Patrick's Day Parade. The pandemic has been challenging for all of us, but we would not have made it through as a city and as a community without the dedication, compassion and bravery of Chicagoland's essential workers. Their sustained efforts in hospitals and care facilities, the uniformed services and city services supported so many as the city and its residents faced the various waves of the pandemic. As we proudly march in this year's St. Patrick's Day Parade through this great city with its vibrant green river, we will do so with deep gratitude for the commitment and courage of Chicagoland's essential workers.
And we definitely thank our essential workers on a day like today. And a day like today, everybody's bundled up. I'm just looking at the crowd, and everybody's got their winter gear on, and they're waving to me here, and we're just staying warm, Ryan. At least you're in the little hut there where you block from the wind. I get a shot of wind every once in a while, and it just goes right through you.
Larry, we also have a heated blanket here.
Oh, come on. Judy!
Don't rub it in. You got the short straw, buddy, but we love you, all right?
That's all right. I love being out here. It's great.
You know, we mentioned the air temperature in the 20s, but with the wind chill, it is really cold.
Single digits, yep.
But yeah, you know what? But we're doing the Chicago style, which means layer on and have a good time.
Right. Well, where are the Irish car bombs? Because that's Chicago style. And the Guinness. Hey, we got to take a short break. But when we come back, the 2022 St. Patrick's Day Parade is going to be kicking off.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from Aer Lingus. As Ireland's flag carrier, Aer Lingus has been serving the Chicago community for over 50 years. And today, we are delighted to reconnect our friends on both sides of the Atlantic. So, let's go to Ireland with great deals on spring and summer flights. Book with confidence at aerlingus.com. And once again, Lá Féile Pádraig Seónna Díobh. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Shoreline Sightseeing is proud to join Plumbers Local 130 as a sponsor of the 2022 Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade. Explore Chicago on Shoreline's award-winning architecture tour. You can find our daily schedule at shorelinesightseeing.com. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
If you're looking to Window Nation, the perfect fit.
Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day, man. This is awesome. It's not even cold out. This is great. Sunshine. Let's do this.
Come on down. Where are you at? If you're not here, you should be.
Visit from New York. First time seeing the river get dyed green. First time seeing the city. Having a great time.
It's crazy. There's so many people. We're trying to celebrate the end of hopefully a pandemic.
We're freezing, cold, having a good time.
Trying to get a look at the river, but it's super crowded. We really can't see anything. We're trying to get some good views. We're trying to get across, but there's a cop saying we can't go that way, so we're trying to figure out what to do.
That's our first parade ever.
I
actually was expecting this. I mean, given the past 2 years, I was expecting something this crazy, and it's good to be able to be out and celebrate with crowds and such again, and be able to celebrate our heritage and celebrate the Irish heritage.
All these people having a good time. Feels almost like it was before the pandemic, but you know, we're getting there.
It's nice to be out here after being stuck inside for 2 years, man. Feels pretty good.
There's so many people. Everyone. I just want to high five the crowd. Can't wait to see the river dyed green.
It's green.
You know, they put orange in it, and that's what makes it secretly green. Oh.
He was supposed to come visit in New York, my friend who's here, and due to the lockdown, I haven't been able to see him since. First time seeing him.
It's super busy.
Really busy.
A lot of
really
people.
Cold.
It's cold. She has no gloves on, like an idiot.
Good time to be with the boys. Good time to be in Chicago.
Trying to have some good time. See the lake turn green.
but I'm
have a
drunk.
good time. Maybe
That's
take some
close
shots
enough.
later. Perfect day to be out here.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Oh, it is really a phenomenal sight here on Columbus Drive. You really have to experience it. So I was just thinking back to my first time here at this parade on behalf of ABC7 almost 20 years ago. I got to show you a picture. This is from 2002 on the ABC7 float.
Are you the baby?
I wish, right? Holding my firstborn, my first baby, who's not a baby anymore. I can show you the rest of my half-Irish clan. Wish all of you a very happy St. Patrick's Day. There they are.
Oh, look.
All right, that's my Letty clan, right? So my husband is full Irish, and there's my family. It's just such a great experience here. You've got to come down here. One of them actually is in the crowd right now, somewhere enjoying the festivities and braving the cold, and that's what we're doing here today.
I was going to say, are they at home watching us on TV and they are bundled up? It's hard to talk out here even. I can see our breath. But
you know, earlier you asked the question, who has the best parade? What do you think after seeing all those people?
Oh, I already know it's Chicago. We know it's Chicago. How many years have you been coming to this parade?
Not very long. I mean, first year was 2019 when I was asked to do, you know, the documentary. And so, you know, it was kind of an instant, here it all is. And it was, I had no idea. It was fascinating. I grew up in New York and New Jersey, so I didn't know about Chicago.
Yeah, I learned a lot about St. Patrick himself, who was a bishop and helped to bring Christianity to the land. And also, of course, it's a celebration of just Irish culture, but also, why do we wear green?
Why do we wear green?
Do you know the answer?
Patrick's Day? I do.
Okay.
Yeah?
Only because I did my homework on that. We wear green because if you wear green, then you are not seen by leprechauns and they won't pinch you.
That's it. All right.
Okay,
Really? Is that the official answer?
That's
I'm
it.
not sure that that's the official answer, but I'll go with that one. All right, you guys, you see what is coming down the parade route right now.
Yes.
You cannot mistake that sound of the Shannon Rovers, always the official kickoff to our St. Patrick's Day parade here in Chicago, and there they are.
Yeah, you cannot have a St. Patrick's Day parade without the Shannon Rovers, the Irish pipe band sponsored by the Plumbers Local 130. Now in our 67th year. I haven't been here every year, but I've been here in spirit every year. But the bagpipes, the drums, crowd pleasers always.
I learned a lot about them while filming the documentary, such as they wear the Kennedy tartan, and it was in honor of President Kennedy after he was assassinated. And one of my favorite lines is, one gentleman said he has more fun in a skirt than he's ever had any other way. So,
the skirt, the kilt.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
But you know, in the families, if your father, mother was an Irish, was a rover, you too probably became a rover. It just was one of those things they passed.
Yeah,
we're going to pause right here and take a listen to the Shannon Rovers.
The Shannon Rovers celebrating 95 years playing and entertaining millions worldwide with traditional Irish music. More than 100 members. Judy's taking pictures
I know.
over here.
I got to Instagram this moment. They're right behind us. Okay, how often do you get this? But, Karen, I got to ask you, these guys must be so busy during a weekend like this and leading into St. Patrick's Day.
Last night I saw one of them and I said, this is like your Super Bowl, he said, for the next 2 weeks. They play nonstop for the next 2 weeks. And you know what's so great? There's a couple there. It's Noreen and Danny Boyle, married. They both play in the band. Maureen has been playing for 56 years. Wow. So this is a tradition. This is wonderful.
Yeah, I come from a long tradition of musical family, but I have never tried to play a bagpipe, and it just looks so difficult.
I have tried one.
You have?
They came in on the morning show one time. I said, you know what? That doesn't look that hard. I nearly passed out. I'm serious. Trying to blow into that bagpipe. It is hard.
Well, they say you have to have a neck for the pipes.
You have to have a neck.
Yeah, a neck for the pipes.
And you have to have pipes for the pipes, right? And in this weather, I can't imagine how that must feel on the breath.
Do you know they've played for every president since Roosevelt? And when Obama was in the White House the first year, he called up Mayor Daley and he said, how can I have a Chicago St. Patrick's Day parade? And they said, bring the Rovers. Wow. They went to the White House. So they are really well known around the world.
A lot of history there.
All right, let's check in with Larry Mowry. Hey, Larry.
Not running or anything. Yeah. Are we good here, Rodney? You want us over there?
Oh, did we got you, Larry?
Here. Hi, Larry. Can
Hi,
you hear
everybody.
us?
Yeah. We're just enjoying the parade right here. I've got the mayor of the county of Cork, Jillian Coughlin, with us. And Jillian, welcome to Chicago. First time for the parade, right?
Thank you so much. It is my first time in Chicago, and my goodness, am I having a wonderful, wonderful time. It's a credit to you. Look at all these bands passing by. The participation, the welcome, the fun is just second to none. And all these people standing on the side of the street earlier when we turned the river green. My goodness, in the cold.
Isn't it great?
It's
such
amazing.
a great tradition here. So tell me, what does this compare like to celebrations in Ireland?
Yes, we'd have similar celebrations in Ireland, particularly in Cork City and around in little towns and communities around the county. And our bands, our community groups all come out and parade, particularly children in the GA clubs, in the Scouts and in the Brownies. So it's a wonderful celebration of community and of community spirit on St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely. And you know, the pandemic has affected everyone, including everybody in Ireland. What are some of the things that you're seeing in Ireland right now as you guys come out of the pandemic?
Well, we're very fortunate in Ireland that we had a very high uptake of the vaccine. So we were really able to come out of the restrictions quite quickly after the Omicron wave there at the end of January into early February. So we're seeing a lot of really opening up in Ireland. But we are this weekend actually holding a weekend of remembrance and celebration for those who worked on the front line. And here, of course, I know in Chicago, this parade is dedicated to those who were at the front line for the pandemic as well. So our nurses, our doctors, our ambulance services, our police, and here in Chicago as well. I know your queen, Kelly, is a policewoman herself, yes. And you know, it's wonderful to, I suppose, she exemplifies all that's good about those people who really put their lives on the line during that time, you know.
Absolutely.
So things are improving in Ireland, and what I want to say is come and visit us. We're open for business in Ireland. We've got lovely hotels, beautiful coastline, beautiful amenities, so come and visit us when you can.
Wonderful. Jillian Coughlin, the mayor of the county of Cork, thank you so much for joining us. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Good to have you with us. Thank you. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much. You just saw the 484th Army Band, the Army Reserve Unit, professional performing ensemble with locations in Milwaukee and Arlington Heights. Since 1943, this soldier group has delighted U.S. audiences all the way from Germany, Romania, Belgium, and Holland. The band's mission to provide musical support and entertainment through a spectrum of operations while serving both the national civilian and Army communities. Soldiers in the band come from Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Texas, and Colorado, and they employ a variety of jobs in their civilian lives. They come together one weekend per month and for 14 days of active duty per year.
All right, and just before them, we had our line, what we call the front line of dignitaries and special guests. What's a Chicago parade without politicians, right? So they all march by too, so welcome to all of them. Thank you for taking some time to spend with us here for our St. Patrick's Day parade. By the way, returning to Chicago, we are so excited. And right now, coming down the parade route, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
That's right, and they are sponsoring the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade, and they have for the last 64 years committed to expanding access to quality, cost-effective health care to as many people as possible. And we have to say thank you to everybody in our medical community, all of our first responders, our essential workers, and we have been through so much in the past 2 years, and they have done so much for us.
And that is who we are saluting today, all of the essential workers on the front lines, especially through this pandemic. As all of you know, this parade took a hiatus for 2 years because of the pandemic. And right now, what a day to be coming back and to see all the crowds down Columbus Drive. And look who is coming down the parade route.
Congratulations to this year's Queen, Kelly Leyden. When Kelly first learned that she won the Queen's contest, she was visibly excited. I guess that means she jumped up and down about her new role as the Queen for the 67th annual Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade. She was honored to have the opportunity to represent the Plumbers Local 130 Chicago, the Irish community, and her fellow brothers and sisters in blue on this day. Kelly's a proud Chicago police officer that I just think is wonderful.
Oh, yes,
and recently certified Offers Friendly. She grew up in Orland Park and is so happy that her parents and her brother are celebrating.
Yeah, I mean, how about the Queen's Court coming down in the convertibles, because it's a nice day for a convertible right now.
It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Yes. Big thank you to Mercedes-Benz for donating the vehicles for these lovely ladies. You saw Casey Doherty from Chicago and went to Marion Central Catholic High School, Northwestern, studied communications, and went to law school at DePaul. So we have some very bright young ladies.
And it's a steep competition that they had to go. So we have Mary Claire Frelly as well, Eileen Keaveney with us, Grace O'Connor, all part of the court. Thank you for joining us, of course, and representing for our St. Patrick's Day Parade. And right now, coming down the parade route, you've got to have marching bands, right?
Yes, you do.
This is the Auburn High School Marching Band coming to us, Karen.
Yes, it is, and it comes from Auburn, Alabama. I'm sure they're happy to be here in this weather.
Yeah, they are.
I think they're getting bad weather, though, too. The 160 student band is under the direction of Miss Deanna Marshall and led by 4 student leaders. Drum majors for the band include Joshua Thomas, Hannah Herring, Sydney Hamilton, and Cole Brady.
Yep, Auburn, Alabama. A little bit warmer temperatures over there.
I like their green hats.
I do,
Good
too.
job.
Hopefully they come back and visit us in the summer. This is what you always tell people.
Yeah, right.
You got to come see Chicago in the summer. Don't judge us the rest of the year.
The 6 weeks of summer, you mean?
That's right.
Okay, stick around. So later on in the parade, we actually also have another entry from Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, from Florida, all the way coming in. What a debut for them for our parade here. I heard some of them got their very first winter coats just to be here today. So
hey, I just want to give a shout out. We in the front line were the special guests of honor, Mike Chambers, TJ Chambers, and Kevin Chambers, and they are sons of Kathy and John Chambers and Tom Chambers, and they Kathy wrote the parade book for many, many years, and both Kathy and Tom died recently, and they are honoring their sons today.
Yeah,
there's so much tradition with the parade. Yeah.
Great legacy that will live on forever. As we take a listen to that band, it reminds me of my old football days. You can't have a good football game without a marching. And this is football weather, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So you should be used to that.
Yeah, no, that's why I retired. That's why I'm doing this. I thought these booths were heated.
Yeah, and how are your toes doing?
Oh, you know, that's actually the coldest part of my body right now, and I have 3 pairs of socks on.
Okay, you guys, stick around for 2 more hours. We're going to start talking about our coldest.
Yeah, that's it. But right now, let's talk about the Prairie Farms, the former queens. Now, this is a great tradition. Queens from past and present come together, and we're talking going back to 1976 with Queen Catherine O'Connell all the way to 2019, Queen Madeline Mitchell, Queen Mary Kate Mannion. And it's a unique bond and sisterhood that they share, and they come together every single year. And since 138, Prairie Farms provides award-winning dairy products including milk, cheese, yogurt, dips, ice cream, all my favorite things. And they urge you all to support local dairy farmers and drink local with Prairie Farms.
Buy local. And with these former queens, I just want to say, once a queen, always a queen, right?
That's right.
Well, let me talk about the Chicago White Sox. Baseball is back.
It is.
Oh, finally,
the White
they reached
Sox
a
are
deal
Chicago's
too. Yeah.
American League professional baseball team. They live on the South Side, owned by Jerry Reinsdorf, and they are one of the American League's original 8 charter franchises. I'm sure they are glad to be back.
Yep.
Established as a Major League Baseball club in 1901.
Yeah, they were the Chicago White Stockings back then.
I know.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange?
I like the White Sox so much better. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's on. Of course he's here, right?
Yes, you got to have the mascot here, and I got Southpaw, and guess what?
Yeah.
A lot of people are picking Chicago White Sox.
Oh, I was going to ask you about
not only
that.
to win their division, but they're going to contend. Let's hope I don't jinx them. I'm knocking on wood.
Knocking on wood, okay.
Contend for a World Series title this
You're
year.
pinching a leprechaun, too.
Well, you know, they made the playoffs.
They're wearing green. They're wearing green.
They made the playoffs in 20 and 21, so
Yeah.
maybe this little rest they had.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, they're
This is it. Now earlier Judy called me out on the green thing, but that's true, right? It was a old folklore. Irish immigrants said you need to wear green because leprechauns couldn't see you if you wore green, and I get that because they wore green, so they can't see other people that wear green. Then they don't pinch you. That's what I read. It's the internet. Has there ever been anything false on the internet?
It is always correct. Okay, you check the internet and then you check ABC7. All right.
That's right.
We got Flood Brothers Disposal right here. The Flood Brothers Disposal. My mouth isn't working
I know,
anymore.
it's cold out here.
Chicagoland's largest family-owned refuse removal business, and currently has 3 different generations involved in day-to-day operation. Flood Brothers has been servicing Chicagoland and surrounding areas for more than 90 years.
Look at them go, getting the crowd revved up. Okay, you guys, I'm taking a look back because the crowd is just behind us down Columbus Drive. They are excited. It is cold, but you can't tell. I mean, you can see their breaths, in the air, and of course you see.
What do we think they're throwing out to the crowd?
Oh, little footballs. Actually,
Okay.
speaking of your football days, yeah. You should go catch one.
Oh, hit me in the boot. What kind of arm you got? Oh,
All right, you see, brings you back to your football days.
Larry is down there grabbing it. All right.
That's it.
I mean, it really is a phenomenal sight. It's so wonderful to see the whole crowd back this year for this parade. It's just so much fun.
It really is. And I feel, I just went to Top Golf recently.
Oh, that's a fun place.
Yeah, not in Chicago. I was in Arizona. But, you always have to try to hit the cart. The golf cart.
Yeah, when they're going across.
So that's what I felt like was happening right now. Everybody was throwing the balls at us. I was like, it was a term of endearment. I'll take it.
There you go. Okay, so coming down the parade route right now, another phenomenal organization here in our greater Chicago area, Misericordia Heart of Mercy. They're located on Chicago's north side on a 31-acre campus. They do so much for our community. Misericordia Heart of Mercy is home to more than 600 children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Sister Rosemary Connolly is the new Misericordia Foundation chairman, and Father Jack Clare is newly appointed president and executive director of Misericordia. They support this parade all of the time, and our love right back to what they do.
Sister Rosemary Connolly was one of the Grand Marshals one year, and she is wonderful. She never stops fighting.
Yeah.
I have never met a group of more selfless individuals
and dedicated.
Misericordia. Yeah, we have featured them on ABC7 many times,
Yeah.
and they were on Windy City Live. Just
Yeah.
a fantastic organization and much needed.
And just tireless and always looking out for the children
Right.
of our community. So happy to see them in this parade. Once again, they're longtime supporters of the St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Chicago, and they are all bundled up on that float.
That's right. Rain, sleet, snow, we get it all. We might get it all today, but maybe not snow.
Or Arctic cold. They said the celebrations would go on regardless. Yeah.
That's right. Nothing is going to stop us from celebrating St. Patrick's Day here in Chicago, and it is back. And how about some pets?
Okay.
Oh, this is
we
fun.
finally have some animals in the parade.
This is
great. This is the Soul Harbor Ranch Animal Therapy Group. And here are the therapy animals from Barrington Barrington that you know and love. Soul Harbor Ranch has Barrington's most experienced animal therapy program with mini therapy horses. They even have a mini therapy unicorn. You didn't think they were there. I'm sure you don't think there's leprechauns either, but they are.
If I see a leprechaun on a unicorn today,
okay, that's when you will believe.
That's when I'm
dogs.
going right to the Irish car bomb.
Do you see a mini donkey? Because they have mini donkeys, and I want to see one.
Down.
Oh, look at a mini. That is a big horse for me, only being 5'1".
Oh,
so they have a therapy cat, and check out the mini horses. Apparently, they're wearing sneakers.
Yeah, they are. Are those Jordans? Are they wearing Jordans?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, what's the horse's name?
Unique.
And what about these slippers? These are cool.
They're special shoes that they wear when they go into hospitals or nursing homes. Keeps them from slipping or preventing infection too.
Absolutely. And the people you visit probably just love these animals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Thank you for what you do. We love the animals. This is unique. We love you. Look at this little guy. Hi there, sweetie. Look at those eyes. They're beautiful. Just beautiful. How many animals do you have?
We have 10 horses, 4 miniature donkeys, 2 big horses, and a variety of dogs and cats. Well, 1 cat, sorry. And maybe some pigs.
Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you for being part of the parade.
Yeah, and you saw the shoes. Now, you know, when you were a kid and you got new shoes, what did it do?
Gave you blisters.
It made you run faster.
It does?
It made you run faster. That's what you thought.
I agree with Karen. I'm like, it gave you blisters.
You don't remember that? I got to ask some of the crew.
Maybe it's the heels that we wear now.
That gives you the blisters. Yeah.
If you know the movie Sandlot, he puts his sneakers on and he runs with his new sneakers.
Yeah, you run faster. Your voice didn't do that.
All right, there you go. Hey, this is their first time.
I know.
First time in our St. Patrick's Day parade. Thank you. Look at all of them. Cannot be easy traveling
The
with all of them
parade
here.
committee realized they didn't have animals anymore, and so the marketing director, Michelle, called them up and asked them, would you like to be in the parade?
And a big shout out to Michelle because she does so much for this parade.
Yeah, and they have specially trained. They are all specially trained, animal assisted. And for crisis response teams that can be deployed anytime that they are needed. They also mentor the Soul Buddies animal therapy program at Barrington High School. So many different causes and so many different uses for these therapy animals.
Look at their little faces. Yeah, really just light up the crowd, and I'm sure all of the people that they visit.
That looks like a golden. Golden or a lab.
And they might be the only animals that are not cold today. They got that's
They're like,
built
this
in.
is nothing. We got this, right? Yeah, we could do it. All right, coming down the parade route, this is Irish Community Services joining us for our St. Patty's Day parade here in 2022. About 20 of them marching with us today. They are a not-for-profit organization working to preserve a vibrant, connected, and caring Irish community. Irish Community Services offering social, cultural, and educational gatherings for children and also older adults, as well as Irish and U.S. Immigration Services sitting on their float all dressed up and decked out in the green.
Yeah, they are ready to roll. They got the flags waving, and we've got the wind for the flags, so
we do have the wind.
That. Yes. Karen, coming up next is going to be the Sprinkler Fitters Local.
Yeah, and let me just start, and I'm sorry to have to start on a kind of a sad note, but recently Sprinkler Fitters 281 are mourning the loss and sudden passing of business agent Patrick Connolly, who was only 43 years old. He was a dedicated, loyal family man, and Plumbers Local 130 and the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee would like to express their deepest sympathy to the family and all the members of Local 281 for their loss of brother Patrick Connolly.
Yep, and you're seeing the Sprinkler Fitters Local 281 coming down Columbus now.
And that's something I learned during the documentary. I mean, I feel like I belong to the local 130 family, but unions and their locals, they really are a brotherhood and sisterhood. They care about one another. They reach out in times of sorrow, in times of happiness.
And that is such a big part of Chicago and the tradition of the city, of course, and you'll see many of these unions marching in today's parade. But you look around and you take a look at that, it's generations, right? I mean, you got, you know, parents and their kids and grandparents all involved, and they come back every single year. And just like you said, Karen, they continue to support each other in all times.
And you don't think about it, you know, when you think about sprinkler fitters, lots of people say, you know, what do they do? Well, they save lives. They put the fire protection in buildings, so they are really important.
That's right, and they've been protecting lives and property for more than 100 years. They supply over 75 contractors in the greater Chicagoland area with the best trained, highly skilled sprinkler fitters available in the U.S. So we say thank you for all of your hard work and dedication, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
And sorry for your loss.
All right.
The Irish American Heritage Center now coming
down. A very well-known Irish American Heritage Center from the Albany Park area here. They have participated in this parade since 1977. That's a long time. Welcome back. They are a cultural and educational center focused on keeping the Irish traditions, language, music, dance, history, you name it, they've got it.
That's the outfit of the day right there. The leprechauns, they're wearing green so they're not getting pinched. That's it.
All right. Wave to the camera. You got it. We got you.
Those have to be a couple of my cousins. That's got to be related to me right there. Because if I wasn't doing this right now,
you'd be right there
I would be doing that. In fact, I'm very envious right now.
They might have an extra outfit for you.
I think they're having a good time no matter what.
Look at them go. We got to pause for a minute.
You got the Irish jig.
Oh, that's wonderful.
They have their own music going. I mean, we don't hear the music, but they've got some music going there. All right, the Irish American Heritage Center, you guys rock. They're wishing everybody, of course, a very happy St. Patrick's Day.
They are marching to the beat of their own drum, and we absolutely love it.
We love it.
Yes, that is incredible. I love that outfit. And those are their real friends. Their roommates, I think, is carrying them on their shoulders.
And they're really enjoying their 15 seconds of fame right here.
They really are. They deserve every minute. Oh, all right, Larry. Is that you in that costume?
Is Larry going to get in on this?
Yeah, let's break it up. Yeah.
Hey, Larry.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey.
We're just having a conversation. I've got Jim Coyne with me right now, the business manager for Plumbers 130, and also you're so involved with this parade, Jim. And you brought a group of people here that mean a lot to the parade today.
Yeah, thanks. We're so glad to be here. The Plumbers have sponsored the parade for the last 67 years. And here's the dignitaries of the parade. I'd like to introduce Grand Marshal John Griffin, our guest of honor here, Kevin Byrne, Consul General, Minister Patrick O'Donovan from Ireland, and the three chamber boys who are our guests of honor. We're so glad that we're back and giving the city of Chicago a fabulous parade, Larry.
And we're honoring essential workers with the parade this year, and that's such a special thing for you and for everybody who's involved with the parade, right?
Yeah, we've all been through the last 2 years of COVID, and every year the parade has a theme, and we did essential workers because that's who the people of Chicago are.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's great to see so many people turned out today on a cold day, but we're enjoying the sunshine at least.
It's a great day in Chicago. As long as it's not raining, we can take the cold.
Absolutely. And the Grand Marshal, John Griffin, congratulations on being the Grand Marshal. What does this mean to you?
Thank you. It's such a thrill, and it's I'm really happy. I hope I'm seeing my grandkids march by, and it's just really exciting.
And your family has such a long history with the Plumbers 130 Union.
Yeah, well, there are four generations of John Griffin Plumbers. My grandfather, uncle, cousin, and cousin's son now.
Yes, and fantastic. And congratulations again.
Thank
it's
you
such
so
an honor.
much.
Very good.
Thank you.
And Kevin Byrne, Consul General from Ireland, you're for here in Chicago and the Midwest. What does this parade mean to you when you see something like this?
All eyes in Ireland are on Chicago around St. Patrick's Day. To see the pride that this city has for the contribution of the Irish is really phenomenal. It's just it's such a wonderful occasion.
Yeah, and what's the connection? Obviously, the ties to Ireland from Chicago are so important. What do you like to do to enhance those ties?
So what we're
trying to do is we're always trying to build stronger connections between Chicago, the Midwest, and Ireland. There's so many ties of education, culture, business, tourism. So we're always keen to see more folks from Chicago and the Midwest over in Ireland, and more folks from Ireland coming over to visit this beautiful city.
Absolutely. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. And welcome from Ireland. Do you have a message from Ireland for us today?
Yeah, well, I'm delighted to represent the government of Ireland here in Chicago. Chicago has a massive Irish heritage here. I have a lot of family members myself here, the Kings, so I'd like to have a big shout out to them. But from a government point of view, this is an important city for Ireland. For generations, Irish people have made Chicago their home, the Midwest their home. So to see the parade back here in Chicago after 2 years of an absence is huge for us, and I'm delighted here. It's a massive honour for me to represent the government of Ireland and the people of Ireland here today in Chicago. Pity about the cold weather, but it's great to see the sun shining here.
Absolutely. Thank you all for joining us. So good to see you all. Enjoy the rest of the parade. Have a great day.
Thank you,
Good
Larry.
seeing you.
Appreciate it.
All right, back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Larry. Thank you to our special guests. Okay, you guys, the fun is just getting started. We have more bands, more marchers, and more dancers. Stay right here as our coverage continues right here on ABC7. We'll be right back.
William Blair is proud to support the Plumbers Local 130 Union, the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade, and our great many essential workers being honored this year. From first responders to healthcare workers to construction workers and everyone who has helped see us through this pandemic. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Chicago.
I'm Michael Flood with Flood Brothers Disposal. From the Flood family to all of Chicagoland, we want to wish Jim Coyne and the Plumbers Local 130 a happy St. Patrick's Day and say thank you for keeping our Irish traditions alive and well here in Chicago. Let's all have fun today and paint the town green as we welcome back the greatest party of the year to America's greatest city, Chicago.
Trinity Irish dancers, one of our fabulous entrants, and they are always here supporting, and all of the girls, they were just dancing actually during commercial break. Now they're marching by. They're the most widely recognized Irish dance program in the world, having won more than 15 world championship titles. They have participated in this parade for 38 years, and a shout out not only to the dancers but to all of their families for supporting them and bringing them here and getting our little dancers all dressed. And in fact, one of our fabulous crew members at ABC7, one of her daughters is dancing right there. Oh, they're assembling for us once again.
Whose daughter is dancing?
Colette.
Oh, Colette.
Yes.
Oh, great. Here we go. And you talked about the dedication. These young ladies start very, very young.
Yeah.
They're so committed, so dedicated. The practice it takes to become that graceful. I've been trying it for 20 years. I am not there.
And I just have to mention, I mean, it is a very cold day, and these girls are out there right in there, dressed up and performing for the crowd up and down the parade route. It is just fantastic. Let's take a look.
It would not be a St. Patrick's Day parade without the dancers.
Sights and sounds, if we can hear some of that music.
Oh, well, you know what? We were earlier talking about this is not a parade if you don't have the politicians in it. So I don't know if you all can hear the chanting coming down the parade route. So that is, yes, representing our governor, 43rd governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, coming down the parade route with his supporters with their J.B. signs.
That's right. And pretty soon he's going to be passing by the Pritzker Pavilion. That's got to be kind of ironic when you walk by and you say, yes, that's mine. That's mine.
Got my name on it.
Yeah, and of course the Pritzker name is on so many different establishments in Chicago. And the governor has been tirelessly working to try to handle all of the COVID situation, and it has been a challenging job. No matter what your politics are, Absolutely. It is a challenging job, what he has had to endure and what our mayors had to endure. So,
and I got to tell you,
to the governor.
Yeah, absolutely. The last couple of years, you know, we were on ABC7 carrying pretty much the press conferences live every single afternoon as the governor was updating us on the pandemic situation. So, yes, shout out to the governor for doing that, and I'm sure he is so happy to see this parade back in person and coming down the parade route. Hey, we have another your marching band?
It's the Grove City High School Marching Band under the direction of Jason Graham. They're from Grove City, Ohio. So I guess they're used to the cold, right?
Yeah, it's football season.
Aha.
And you know what? They actually performed at the Rose Bowl a couple of years ago, and they performed at Walt Disney World. But there is nothing like performing at the Rose Bowl for a band. That and the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
They're the top ones right there.
That's it.
Judy, were you ever in a band?
I was at Palms in high school, and I did perform in one of the bowl games. I think it was the Fiesta Bowl.
Is that right?
And that was fun. That was hilarious.
Let's take a listen to them.
The Grove City High School Marching Band.
Now I know why they were in the Rose Bowl.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're good. They're good.
I mean, look at how many members that is. Just imagine orchestrating the practices and the commitment it takes to get that right.
And look how sharp they are. Look at that precision. Look at the colors.
And getting them all lined up to,
that's a
march
big,
down the parade route.
Big band.
Fantastic.
That's it. Usually when I talk about bands, I just say we're getting the band back together, which is what I feel like we're doing with this St. Patrick's Day parade.
Exactly. As I look down the street, do you see how many people are here? They are ready for this parade today.
Well, it's nice. They have to be right next to each other to keep warm. I mean, and they are doing that. This is great.
That's it. Very, very good looking with those uniforms. It sounds great, looks great. And they are getting us in the Irish spirit. And how about that?
Yeah.
See, I'm an old car guy.
Okay, what is that? What
cars.
is that?
I have no idea.
Neither do I.
My first car, I will tell you, was a 62 Cadillac. We actually just recently showed it at the Chicago Auto Show. It wasn't nice. The car was beat up and old. But I would imagine that was something like in the 50s, a Bel Air or something like that. But what a beautiful ride. And it's Alderman Brian Hopkins, the Second Ward.
From the Second Ward, here comes one of downtown Chicago's aldermen, Brian Hopkins of the Second Ward. Alderman Hopkins has been representing 12 communities across the near north side since 2016. And going back to that car, you could see the sunshine shining on that car. And thank goodness we have the sunshine today, because other than that, it's really cold out here.
Love the color on that car.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful with the white walls, too. That's the way you got to go. Stunning. And that's actually an old Cadillac.
Oh.
That's an old Cadillac. I bet you that's got to be a few years before mine. Mine was a 62. That's got to be probably somewhere in the mid-50s.
With gas prices so high right now, what do you think it would?
You know, I saw a meme on Instagram, and it said, I looked up the Kelly Blue Book value of my car, and then they asked, is the tank full or empty?
No way. No way. Hey, it makes a difference now. You're right.
It sure does. I just saw gas prices in L.A. over $9, but we're going to keep it positive here today.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, let's keep it positive.
Bring it back. Bring that back to the big party here coming down Columbus Drive. And by the way, we are, if you're watching us from home, ABC7, or streaming us from wherever you are, we are coming to you live from downtown Chicago. This is the iconic St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Chicago, coming back after a 2-year hiatus. Yes, we have been joking about this weather. It is classic Chicago. Tomorrow it's going to be a whole lot warmer. And by the way, we have a couple more parades happening tomorrow in the city of Chicago. So they will get a little warmer temperature, but that's okay. We're all bundled up and having a great time here.
Okay, what we're looking at now is the O'Brien's restaurants. The O'Brien family has been participating in the parade since 1965. They got 50 people marching with them today, and they are a name that is associated with the St. Patrick's Day Parade as well.
They are longtime supporters of this parade, right, Karen?
Yeah, we talked about generations celebrating over and over and passing that down from family to family, and that's certainly what the O'Briens have done.
Okay, they're really smart. Look at the trolley. They're inside.
And I bet you that heat is blasting,
I know,
too.
right? Can we just hop on in for a second?
Hey, where's that
guy? Now, that's the way to do it. You have a trolley coming down the parade route when it is below freezing and, well, below zero, really.
Yeah, and you know, shout out to our crew who were here early this morning when temperatures were probably near zero.
Yeah.
We got out here when it was balmy. It was 22.
Yeah,
we got here.
Compared to what they had to do.
Speaking of crew, we need to say thank you to the 300 volunteers from the local 130. They were out here as well, and they, no matter what comes up, but this is their pride and joy. This really is. They don't care. Whatever needs to be done, they're ready to do it. So
we jokingly say that the parade committee starts planning for next year's parade after today.
They do.
But it is true.
It is.
I mean, so much work. Back to the documentary, because Karen, you follow them for quite some time. There's so much that goes into planning this parade. It is a very large parade.
Right. It is a large parade, but you have to start with the Queen contest to gather those folks. You have the corned beef and cabbage dinner, and that is their one fundraiser. You have to get all the bands going. You just have so many different pieces of this parade, so it does take a long time.
Yeah, right now you're taking a look at the Ironworkers 63. You know, if you've ever found yourself gazing up at the skyline, looking at the beautiful skyline we have in Chicago, the glass and the steel and our famed skyline, you can thank the Iron.
Oh, they have a hand in it.
Union 63, that's right. The Ironworkers specialized in field and fabrication, installation of windows, walls, glass, metal rails. And not only do we have the best St. Patrick's Day parade, but the best skyline.
Yes,
I agree.
I'm gonna battle
New York on that too.
Yep.
We're picking fights today, New York.
Yeah, to keep us warm. All right, marching by, you just saw the Notre Dame Pipe Band from the University of Notre Dame in Indiana. They were comprised of students and faculties, and of course joining us and carrying on the piping tradition of the Fighting Irish. And now take a look at somebody who almost needs no introduction, right, Karen, for this parade, but we will introduce him for our crowds at home watching.
It is the Plumbers Local 130. Could I be branded any better than this? It's the 67th annual Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade, and it is sponsored by the Chicago's Plumbers Local 130 UA. And they have been dyeing the river, and they love the Irish tradition that they have every year. Again, I said 300 volunteers. They're parade marshals, they're organizers. They drive the boats, they drive the trucks. It is led by James F. Coyne. The Plumbers have more than 6,000 members with a jurisdiction that covers 17 counties in Northern Ireland. They have a great state-of-the-art training center that includes rainwater harvesting, gray water systems, solar heating. So congratulations, Plumbers Local 130. And you know, I learned a lot about the apprentices that have a 5-year apprentice. So they don't have to pay for their schooling. They get in as apprentice. 5 years later, master plumber.
There you go. There you go. And that great taste in music.
I love it. I got to turn around and give them a big old wave. You guys awesome.
Rocking out to some Queen. We heard some AC/DC earlier.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a party without that kind of party music.
Makes you want to get up and dance and keep yourselves warm. I love it. You guys are great, wonderful supporters.
I have to tell you, Judy, as close as I am to the plumbers, I still can't fix anything at home.
You know, I can
you
barely...
still got to call one of them.
Yeah, exactly. I can barely hammer in a nail. That's where my handyman skills end.
Oh, and then, you know, following them, you see the retirees. And we have been talking about, right, how this is such a family tradition. Right. It goes on for generations. Tell us a little bit about the Plumbers Local Union 130 retirees.
Well, James Coyne's dad was a plumber. So many. There's generation after generation. But one of the things when becoming a plumber is they want the retirees to retire with dignity, so they have a pension. And that's what makes the union so special, that they love these retirees. retirees. They give them luncheons and dinner, and they're always thinking about them.
Yeah, they take great pride in the work of their retired members who paved the way for this current generation of plumbers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, their contributions are honored and respected. The retired members salute the Plumbers Local 130 for sponsoring this parade today, and we are back.
And we are saluting them as well to our union right there. Okay, we have another marching band coming down. This is coming to us from Marist High School, marching band for more than 50 years. The Marist High School band has been a staple in the Chicagoland community. I'm sure many of you have seen them in other parades this year. They are marching to honor the Chambers family that we talked about a little bit, the special guests of honor. And look at them. Let's take a listen.
By Mr. Frank Manna, 1963, the Marist Band has truly lived up to its tradition of bringing honor, glory, and fame to Marist High School.
So now we have the Chambers family float. The float is honoring and fondly remembering a very much loved Irish couple, Kathy and Tom Chambers. They were an integral part of Chicagoland's Irish community. Kathy Chambers was a parade committee member and writer for the Plumbers Local 130 and for the annual parade ad book. You know, I read a lot of her stories, and she was a wonderful writer. Local 130 and honors both Kathy and Tom, and today their sons TJ, Mike, and Kevin are serving as honorary guests for this year's parade, a fitting tribute for the much beloved family. Kathy and Tom left an unforgettable impression on all who knew them. It's a very special day for the Chambers family, including their 4 grandchildren, Kira, Bree, Owen, and Abigail.
Yes, we honor and salute them, of course, today, and thank you for coming downtown and supporting this parade. And then now coming down, we have another float. This is, of course, coming to you from Country Financial.
Yep, and Country Financial is honored to be a sponsor of the parade, and they would like to thank those who help us stay safe, healthy, fed, and in touch with one another.
Okay.
This float is a reminder to recognize some of the most important people out there, the essential workers, which is the theme this year.
Yes.
Teachers, firefighters, police officers, public transportation workers, medical professionals, retailers, streets and sanitation teams, plumbers, electricians, construction workers, cashiers, farmers, all who put themselves at risk to help us and don't get the acknowledgement all the time that they deserve.
Yeah, and we want to really recognize all of them. I mean, today and every day.
That's right. Their float represents a commitment to Chicago, families and neighborhood businesses, and appreciation for those essential workers and first responders who are dedicated to our city of big shoulders.
Okay, we have that sound that's coming down the parade route. The Emerald Society earlier, remember I mentioned that I tried to play the bagpipe one?
Yeah.
It was these guys who came on the show and tried to teach me how to play the bagpipe.
They're still talking to you?
I failed miserably. Thank you for reminding me. All right, the Emerald Society of Illinois was founded in 1975 by Daniel Burke. Their mission is to promote Irish culture through various special events. Annually, they award several scholarships to children and grandchildren of their members. So the bagpipes and drums of the Emerald Society Chicago Police Department was founded in 1983, also by Daniel Burke. Burke. Now, as fun as it is to see them perform and hear their sounds, they do carry a very solemn duty. The band performs for first responders who die in the line of duty. They play at numerous benefits throughout the year for first responders and march in so many parades. Now, sadly, Daniel Burke, along with Simon O'Donnell, passed away in 2021. Both of them were past presidents of the Society and were a driving force behind the Society's success. So a salute, of course, to both of them, and they do so much for our first responders, again, playing at all of these events in honor of them.
Yeah, and of course we wish that we didn't need those ceremonies, but it is just a fact of life, and we've lost so many great people and police officers in the past year, and we see this every year. So again, we wish their services weren't needed, but we certainly appreciate what they do.
And again, we are honoring all of our first responders at this parade. So thank you to all of them for their service each and every day. Well, here we have another fun flow coming down.
Yeah, rocking out Chicago's Gaelic Park. They were established more than 35 years ago with the purpose of promoting and fostering Irish culture, and continues this purpose with major cultural events throughout the year. The Gaelic Park's annual Irish Fest takes place over Memorial Day weekend each year. And Gaelic Park is also home to the local Chicago Gaelic Athletic Association, and Gaelic football and hurling is played every Sunday throughout the summer months. The Gaelic Park team wishes Plumbers Local 130 happy St. Patrick's Day. I do not know what hurling is.
You know what? I looked that up today.
Oh, you did your homework again.
I looked that up today.
Wow,
Hurling.
you were doing a lot of homework. I'm impressed,
You thought I was cramming last minute.
Is it anything like football?
It is a little bit like football, but it's a lot like lacrosse.
Oh,
so if you Google it, which I did, you see
your source for information.
For everything. Google, yes, and Wikipedia. That's yeah. No, but it looks like a lacrosse game a little bit, but I don't know all of the intricate details. I haven't gotten that far, and I've never played it.
Next year, you're going to tell us about
That's it. Maybe we'll see the Wilson High School Marching Band at a hurling game sometime soon. Wilson Central High School opened its doors in 2001, but right now, let's check in on the street with Larry Mowry. We're going to check in with Larry in a minute.
Okay.
All right, but we're going to actually take a short break. How about that? And then we're going to drink some Irish coffee and warm up a little bit.
We'll be right back after this.
All YouTube, no interruptions.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from Aer Lingus. As Ireland's flag carrier, Aer Lingus has been serving the Chicago community for over 50 years. And today, we are delighted to reconnect our friends on both sides of the Atlantic. So, let's go to Ireland with great deals on spring and summer flights. Book with confidence at aerlingus.com. And once again, Lá Féile Pádraig Seónna Díobh. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Shoreline Sightseeing is proud to join Plumbers Local 130 as a sponsor of the 2022 Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade. Explore Chicago on Shoreline's award-winning architecture tour. You can find our daily schedule at shorelinesightseeing.com. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And welcome back to the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Before the break, we were talking about hurling, and I got Colin and Sarah with us. And what is hurling?
So hurling is Ireland's national sport, actually, and it's the fastest field game in the world. And we play it out at Gaelic Park, Chicago, and we play it on Chicago's north side in Peterson Park.
And is it very physical?
Yes, it is.
Do you like playing it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I played it since I was a little girl.
And what's this called?
This is called a hurley, and the ball is called a slitter.
Wonderful. Well, awesome. We learned a little bit about Gaelic Park today, too. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.
Appreciate you guys.
We love the hurlers.
Yeah, we got to give that a shot. Larry, how are those electric socks working for you? I hope you're staying warm, because my feet are actually the coldest part of my body right now. I think
we've been talking about that.
Yeah.
I just put some toe warmers in.
I'm going to start dancing with the Trinity Irish Dancers, I think, because that might help.
Or do some curling.
Or do some hurling. You got to do it. You got to do it. This is definitely, in the 20 years you have done the St. Patrick's Day Parade, from that picture to now, this has got to be the coldest one.
Got to be one of the coldest ones for sure. And you know, we do get some really let's just say, a wide range of weather for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I have done it when it's in the 60s, which is phenomenal. I've done it when it's raining, but this has to be, got to be one up there at one of the coldest. So a perfect time to give a shout out to everybody who is marching in this parade and what they had to do to get dressed in the morning, wait to get started. And you know, if you have been in a parade, you know it doesn't just kind of kick off when you get there. You've got to wait in line. You've got to wait your turn.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're almost halfway through the parade. So these guys have been waiting for a while to be on TV with you.
This is the Moriarty clan, and they've been marching for 32 years. It's their 32nd anniversary. But however, they're going to mourn the loss of Thomas Moriarty, their father, husband, brother, uncle, who passed along on November 2nd, 2021. And this, I like that they call themselves a clan. Is that kind of a Chicago thing? Is it Chicago clans?
Yeah, family.
A family,
I think this is a family that, and we're seeing a lot of families that are honoring the legacy of lost loved ones too. So this is the Irish Fellowship Club of Chicago here, marching down Columbus Drive.
Speaking of family and friends and culture, the Irish Fellowship Club of Chicago has supported Chicago's civic, cultural, and educational community for over 120 years. Originally formed as a group to promote the image of the Irish immigrant in Chicago, the club has become a very significant charitable organization, providing a lot of scholarship opportunities for students. And of course, the Irish Fellowship Club wishing everybody a very, very happy St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely. And you've seen the vehicles come down. Everybody celebrating. Everybody is Irish today, you know? That's what I love about
these. A wee bit Irish.
Everybody. That's right. That's right. So, Judy, do you make any Irish dishes?
I have tried. You see how I answered that? I have attempted.
Yeah.
Were they good? No, you know what? I'm not going to take any pride in that. My husband actually makes a great shepherd's pie, corned beef and cabbage from his mom's recipe, so I love that. He's away this weekend. Darn it, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
But yes, I mean, it's so fun. I mean, after the parade, that's where everybody does. And that reminds me, the local businesses are so thrilled to have this parade back, of course, here in Chicago, who, you know, they line the parade route downtown and tomorrow on the South Side Irish Parade. They depend so much on these parades and the parade goers and the marching bands and the to come in and have a drink, have something to eat, and just celebrate the Irish culture.
You had me at have a drink. All right. Pride in Service has been the Navy band Great Lakes theme for more than a century, from 1917, when Lieutenant Commander John Philip Sousa served as bandmaster, to today's band under the direction of Lieutenant Patrick Hill. Their music represents the pride and professionalism synonymous with the United States Navy, and the band proudly cultivates patriotism worldwide, reminds all Americans that their U.S. Navy is deployed around the world, around the clock, protecting and defending America at all times.
Well, now we have Mother Jones Heritage Project. Mary Harris Mother Jones was the most famous and beloved organizer of the early U.S. labor movement, an Irish refugee who endured the Great Hunger. She lost her family and children in an epidemic, then lost everything again in the Chicago Great Fire of 1871. She rose in the fight for equality, immigrants, and workers' rights, traveling across the U.S. organizing and agitating wherever workers were fighting back. The Mother Jones Heritage Project is working to erect a monument to Mother Jones in her city of Chicago.
Coming down the parade route, once again, we are in the middle of our live broadcast here on ABC7, the iconic St. Patrick's Day Parade 2022 returning after a 2-year hiatus. The crowd is jazzed. They are excited. They're walking by our broadcast booth and waving and smiling and saying that they love ABC7, of course.
Yeah. I think they're saying, I love Judy Sue. I don't know about that other guy. Karen's really sweet, but I don't know about the other guy. Here's the O'Connor family. We talk about long legacies. The O'Connor family has been participating in this parade for more than 60 years. Right now, let's check in with Larry Mowry. Larry.
Hey, Brian, joining us live right now is the Queen of the Parade, Kelly Leyden. Congratulations, Queen, you brought your court with us.
I did. Thank you so much for having me here today. I will introduce you to my court. So we have Grace O'Connor, Mary Claire Frawley,
Eileen Keaveney and Casey Doherty. So I'm this year's parade queen, and this is my lovely court. It's been an amazing day, I have to say. It's a little cold for my liking, but that's all right. I have many, many layers on.
The sunshine helps.
Exactly, the sunshine does help. So at least we got the sun and no rain. So I was praying for no rain, so we got no rain. But it's an honor for myself. It's an honor for myself, and I'm sure the rest of the girls would agree with me that it's an honor to be here today. We're finally back after a 2-year break with the parade, and it's an honor to represent the Plumbers Local 130 as this year's parade queen and their court.
And obviously the theme of this parade is honoring essential workers, and that's what you are. You're a Chicago police officer, so thank you for your service.
Thank you.
How special is today, not only as a essential worker, but as the queen, and all wrapped up together?
Sure. Honestly, I wish there was like a simple little phrase that I could give to people, but it's honestly amazing just to get to represent the Irish community as well as the Plumbers Local 130. And for my brothers and sisters in blue, that's just the icing on the cake, is to get to represent them with everything going on.
And now as queen, do you have any like commands that you get to do for the day?
Commands? No, I mean, nobody listens to me even though I'm the queen. Isn't that crazy? You would think I have more power, right?
You would think so.
I got an itinerary, I do what I'm told, and, you know, I go with that. So, no, I guess I'm not that important, really. So.
No, don't say that. I got to ask you, what's your favorite St. Patrick's Day memory?
I guess my favorite St. Patrick's Day memory would be growing up, my dad would always take my brother and I to the parade, and my mom, who's from Ireland, she would skip that, and she would stay home, and she would cook the traditional Irish-American dinner. So she'd make the corned beef, the cabbage, the potatoes, the homemade soda bread, and then we'd all get together as a family in the evening, and I guess that's kind of it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's such a great memory. Well, Kelly Leyden, the queen of the parade today, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having us.
And congratulations to the court as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Congratulations to all of our young ladies. And if you're watching at home right now wondering how I could be the next queen, not me, but how you could be the next queen, you know what I'm saying?
How one can be the
Yes, it is an open contest to all young ladies 18 to 29 with Irish descent in their heritage. And this past year, they had to do this virtually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
but now that we're getting more back to normal, you're going to be able to, we're going to be doing this in person.
And
congrats and good luck to all of our future queens.
She got me really hungry when she talked about her mom cooking corned beef and cabbage and soda bread. I'm like, okay, I'll take any of that right now. Sounds really good. All right, coming down the parade route, we had another float from a politician. That was Alderman Brenda Riley, 42nd Ward. But we are going to take a break right now as I hear that music. This fun, this party will continue right after this on ABC 7.
William Blair is proud to support the Plumbers Local 130 Union, the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade, and our great many essential workers being honored this year. From first responders to healthcare workers to construction workers and everyone who has helped see us through this pandemic, happy St. Patrick's Day, Chicago.
I'm Michael Flood with Flood Brothers Disposal. From the Flood family to all of Chicagoland, we want to wish Jim Coyne and the Plumbers Local 130 a happy St. Patrick's Day and say thank you for keeping our Irish traditions alive and well here in Chicago. Let's all have fun today and paint the town green as we welcome back the greatest party of the year to America's greatest city, Chicago.
To our continuing coverage here on ABC 7 of the grand tradition returning to Chicago, our 2022 St. Patrick's Day Parade. Do you see that sun shining? Yes, that is saving all of us right now. It is still very cold out here. I think we can still feel our fingertips.
I can't believe you have your shirt right here.
My fingers are on it. I think we can still feel them.
The feet are gone.
All right, we have our Teamsters Joint Council. Oh, here are my hands.
Yeah, and my water bottle has ice in it now. This did not start with ice in the bottle. This is real.
There are two locals of the Teamster, Joint Council 25, and I believe this is 710 coming right down here.
Yeah, right
and
behind
if you
us.
recall, the last parade you did, Judy, Terrence J. Hancock, and he was
2019,
2019,
yes.
and he was the Grand Marshal back then. So
there you go. You're taking a look at the Teamsters Joint Council 710. Represents more than 13,000 workers across the Midwest, covering industries including freight, UPS, warehouse, and drivers. They ensure that workers are protected, respected, and have a strong voice in their workplace.
All right, celebrating the Teamsters, and coming down the parade route right now, the Stars and Stripes. They tell us they are excited to march in their 7th Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade, honoring the country's Irish beginnings. Founder Mark Grover started Stars and Stripes in 1997 and has been in business for more than 22 years, serving our nation with quality promotional products. And they're joining us here on a cold, brisk, but really, you guys, a beautiful day with that sun shining down on Columbus Drive. And you see the crowds there. They lined up way before we got here on the parade route, you guys.
I checked out my Instagram when I got up this morning at about 8 o'clock, and already I was seeing people posting from 6 a.m.
Oh,
they
that's
were already
incredible.
getting the party started.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, the Chicago Federation of Labor, they're handing out a little something, so at least the people are being rewarded for lining up like that. Chicago Federation of Labor is the umbrella organization for Chicago and Cook County's labor unions, from airline pilots to zookeepers. We need all of them. The Chicago Federation of Labor's 300 affiliated unions, and they're 500,000 members. 500,000 members represent a diverse group of working women and men throughout the area.
Yep. Next up, the Eufaula High School Marching Band. A Mighty Tiger Marching Band. Yeah, they've traveled far and wide to share their spirit and talents with audiences across the country, having received superior ratings in all competitions. The Mighty Tigers have marched in national parades in San Antonio, Orlando, as well as the Mardi Gras Parade, New Orleans.
All right, that's a little warmer.
I want to say their name over and over again. Eufaula, Eufaula.
There you go. And I think in Mardi Gras, the beads mean something different. Like, we see a lot of the beads here.
Right. That's a little, that's a little,
whole different ball game when you go to New Orleans. Yeah, it's not different meaning out there with the beads.
All right, let's see if we can take a quick listen to our marching band here. Here in Chicago, and you know what is coming up, and we have been saying about this parade here, you got to have your marching bands, you have to have your dancers, of course.
Yep.
And earlier we saw the politicians. They're in every single parade in Chicago, but we have another group of dancers coming down, Sheila Healy Academy of Irish Dance. Oh my gosh, you got to take a look at them. They were also on ABC 7 just yesterday. So Sheila Healy was a professional Irish dancer. Then taught for 14 years before opening her own Irish dance school 2 years ago. And she did it during the pandemic. Her students now travel all over the world competing. Her desire is to not only teach her students to Irish dance, there is so much more to this, but she wants to instill in her students the reward of hard work, dedication, accomplishment, competition, and of course, the joy of the lifelong friendships and experiences of performing and coming together, and especially at something like this at the parade, and getting those little dancers, dressed in the morning, coming to this parade and perform, just phenomenal.
Yeah, you know something about that, getting the little ones dressed in the morning. They're all grown now.
Right.
But yeah, you see these young dancers and dancers of all ages, sizes.
Kind of like herding cats there.
It is. It really is.
They're getting it together.
Cute. Yeah, they are.
And Sheila Healy, as you mentioned, Judy, just what the legacy that she has provided for young people and the structure. And I always talk about, you know, I played sports growing up, and it was just such an impactful thing. It taught me about being responsible, taught me about teamwork, and the same thing can be said about these marching bands and about these dancers who are learning at a very young age how to share and how to be a good teammate.
How to be a good teammate and the discipline that it takes to do all of that. All right, we're going to check in with Larry Mowry.
Hey guys, you didn't see this up in the booth, but this couple just got engaged right here on the parade route. Yes. Isn't that fantastic? It's Kristen Healy. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And tell me your name again.
Christian.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, wait. Did you have any idea this was coming?
Oh, no, God, no. I own this Irish dance school, so I've been so preoccupied with this. I had no idea.
And did the girls know? Did they have any insight?
You guys have any idea? No.
Did you tell anybody?
Only couple parents.
Oh,
that's it.
So it just happened a few seconds ago down there. So congratulations to both of you, and great work on the dancing crew too. It's so great to see you. What a day for you.
I know, yeah. It's been a crazy day.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. Now you're on TV too after just being engaged. So congratulations to you. Look at them.
Oh, they're so excited.
They're like,
everyone's excited.
That's it. It's going to be tough to top that. We got an engagement here.
I know, I love
at
that.
the St. Patrick's Day Parade. We got to take a short break. Maybe we're going to have another engagement on the other
you
side.
never know.
We'll be right back.
The Patrick Promise.
Hey, hi there. Welcome back. Okay, you're catching our behind the scenes a little bit. We've got our blankets going, right? We have our finger warmers in here. Yes, a little peek behind the scenes at our set, our broadcast booth. Ryan Chiaverini behind me. Do we see Karen?
Yes,
Do we see Karen? There's Karen. All right. Karen Ryan joining us here in the ABC7 broadcast booth, as well as bringing you back to our iconic St. Patrick's Day Parade here down Columbus Drive. I have one quick little trivia. You know how much Guinness, how many pints of Guinness is consumed globally on St. Patrick's Day? Not this weekend, because that's a lot.
Okay. I was going to say, by my cousin?
Yeah.
By my cousin?
And take Ryan Chiaverini out of the equation, okay?
Yeah.
One day.
Globally. One day?
How many pints? What do you
think? How many pints? Give us a hint, because I don't want to come off. I don't want to answer just like a total ridiculous question.
I think it's actually lower than you would think.
Really?
3 million.
Pints? 3 million pints?
More
in
than
one
that,
day?
More than that.
Okay, 10 million pints.
13 million pints.
Whoa.
You know what? I don't know. I thought that was like the 13 million, but it's only in one day. I'm thinking 13 million pints could be drunk like one weekend here in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, no question.
Right, what do you think?
I got a buddy named Kerry that flew in. He flies in every year for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. He is named after the Ring of Kerry in Ireland.
Oh.
And his middle name is Patrick.
Okay.
He is Irish through and through.
No kidding.
Yes, I would say that he's watching this broadcast right now, but he is definitely at the local pub having a Guinness.
Yeah, how many pints has he had so far?
I'll check in with him after.
Even when you don't like beer, Guinness tastes good.
Oh, you got to have one today,
they call it mother's milk.
Is that what they call it?
I have heard that, actually.
Oh, I love it. We got a leprechaun. Did you see that? Let's see if he had some Guinness. Yeah, we got a quick shot of a little leprechaun there. All right, and waving. Got the patriotic flags out there. Of course, the USA flag, and we've been seeing, of course, a lot of the Ireland flags out there celebrating both today. American-Irish heritage.
It's the Southside Irish St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Yeah, and that's going to be coming up here, and they're going to get much better.
Yeah, well, we keep joking about that. Yes, they're getting
better
the
weather.
better
weather,
of the deal. So
but hey, they're still sticking it out here today with us.
And we really appreciate that.
Yes.
We really appreciate that coming to us, joining us. So the Southside Irish Parade was established in 1979. They are the largest neighborhood parade, and on that float is the Southside Irish Parade Queen, Bailey O'Connell, for this year. Thank you for joining us here today, and congratulations on your parade happening tomorrow.
Okay, we're seeing the Big Shoulders Fund Gallagher Scholars. The Big Shoulders Fund has been active in the Catholic grade in high schools in the city for almost 40 years, and this is their 38th year at the parade. More than 5,000 students are currently Big Shoulders Fund Scholars. They have an impressive network of 72 schools and 20,000 students in the Chicago region who continue to exceed expectations and lead by example. Here's some numbers. 84% of the scholars chose to attend a Catholic or selective enrollment high school, and 85% of graduating scholars enroll in college. Beyond these successes in the classroom, Big Shoulders Fund alumni volunteer, work, vote, and study at rates higher than their peers. The Gallagher Scholars are one of the premier scholarship programs with over 350 scholars from 5th through 12th grade.
Absolutely. A lot of marching bands. We're seeing the Limestone University Marching Saints, grooving the South Carolina upstate since 2014. The Marching Saints began their inaugural year in the spring of 2014 with their first performance at the London New Year's Day Parade. The Marching Saints, under the direction of Mr. Spencer Nance, Mr. James Robinson, and the band members are from all majors and degree areas on campus. Scholarship and activity grants are available with participation. Seeing that nice horse and carriage there, that's got to be a little breezy too, Judy.
And speaking of breezes, when you see the little flags waving, you know, as they're coming down the parade route, it is a bit windy, a little breezy here, you know, down Columbus Drive. But no matter what, the spirits are high. And then look at our dancers here, our Pom Squad.
That's
Love it.
right. Plus, green beer keeps you warm, you know. That is a proven fact.
Yeah, back to drinking.
Green beer keeps you warm. That is that. I Googled that today.
Did you really? Yeah. That really came out, huh?
First-hand knowledge, yes. You know, you can find anything on there. Just don't go to WebMD when you think you're sick.
Yes. No. Call your doctor.
Yes. WebMD. That one makes you a little nervous sometimes.
Oh my God. Love our dancers, our floats, and our marching bands coming down. And we have, again, I'm telling you about those flags waving. It's the wind that's blowing.
Oh, yeah. There was a little wind coming through here in the booth to add to our weather.
Oh, yeah,
problems.
It is definitely breezy as we take a look at the Illinois Stack Testers Union, a participant in the parade since 1986 and living by the motto, clean air equals clean living.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, look, those stacks are active.
Yes, and the proud members work to mitigate industrial pollution and build a healthier, more livable, and fully sustainable environment for the citizens of the Chicagoland area.
How's that guy keep the thing on his head?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Nicely supported. You guys, great job.
And there's smoke coming out of it.
Now, remember, they're just walking by kind of the grandstand here, but this is a very long parade. I mean, it goes quite a ways down Columbus Drive. So these guys, or all of our marching bands and our dancers, they have been marching all the way down the parade route just to reach this point so they can be on the broadcast. Salute the reviewing stand.
Ooh,
there they are.
Hey, I gotta ask, how heavy is that thing?
It's up in one.
No, I don't want to wear it.
Stack Testers, Illinois Stack Testers Union. Clean air, clean living.
Yes, and tell me, what's the secret of the smoke coming out? Is it dry ice?
It's not dry ice.
No? Okay.
It's not dry ice.
You're not going to give it away?
No secrets. We've been doing this for 30 years, guys.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. All right, stay warm.
It's just like dying of the river.
That's
They're not
right.
giving us the secret.
I'm going to come up with a new show, The Secrets of the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
You go investigate, Karen.
That's a documentary.
There you go.
That's a documentary.
Except, Karen, no one's going to talk.
You know, he said he's been wearing that hat for 30 years in a row. In a row. He sleeps with that hat on.
Well, he was so cold, I'm not sure he knew exactly what he was saying.
There might have been some green beer there.
I wonder if that was solar powered. That's pretty impressive.
He was protective of that trade secret.
He really was.
All right.
That was like asking your grandmother's recipe for cookies.
Yes. And she's going, you just come and ask me to make it for you.
I remember we asked Alan Krzyzewski about his wife's famous carrot cake. Oh. And that's a secret, too.
That's a well-kept secret. Colleen makes great desserts. All right, here, City Cruises of Chicago. I like to take one of those right now, just not on such a breezy, cold day, please. So they have a replica of the Odyssey Chicago River, the city's premier on-the-water dining experience by City Cruises of Chicago. And for those who would like to plan ahead, City Cruises Chicago has a full lineup, they tell us, of events planned for the spring.
And now the Young Irish Fellowship Club. The Young Irish Fellowship Club is a volunteer-based organization of young professionals who work hard to raise funds and awareness for Chicagoland charities. And what I like about this is, again, we're talking about generations.
Yeah.
Generations is the parade, and that's why it keeps going on. It gets bigger and bigger every year. That people come to it when they're 2 years old, and they keep coming for years.
Absolutely, a family tradition that goes on and on. If you are just tuning in, we got to see Judy 20 years ago here at this parade with her little one. So this is something that you will keep continuing to pass down. They will pass down, and that's just how it's going to be.
I have not been working at ABC7 for 20 years, have I? Oh, my gosh.
I said you were the baby in the picture. Yeah. Serve Pro of downtown Chicago, the most recognized brand in disaster restoration. More than 1,900 franchises across the U.S. and Canada. There are few companies with as strong of a footprint in the restoration industry as Serve Pro. Like it never even happened is their motto.
I like that, too.
Judy, what's your favorite cookie?
Oh, my gosh.
Girl Scouts.
I have a few boxes at home right now. They might be a little empty, you know, the empty cartons right now. All right, so the Girl Scouts of Greater Chicago and Northwest Indiana, got to give a shout out to them. Of course, we love their cookies. Girl Scouts of Greater Chicago and Northwest Indiana have been participating in the St. Patrick's Day Parade for several years now. We should also say a big happy birthday because the organization turns 110 today.
Wow.
Today, happy birthday to the Girl Scouts. They are a social service organization for girls that, of course, help them to become better leaders through many different kinds of opportunities, from STEM activities and other areas which may not have been open to them before. So we honor and celebrate our Girl Scouts.
Yeah, and I'm honoring and celebrating Samoas, I think.
Oh, yeah, Thin Mints.
I'm a tag-along girl.
Oh, see?
Tag-along.
We got all different kinds here.
There you go. All right, well, tagging along down Columbus Drive, Riverdale High School Marching Band. They are from Mount Blanchard, Ohio, so they're used to the cold and chilly weather, under the direction of Zach Voll. And their accomplishments include performing at the Field Museum in Chicago in 2016, performing in New York City in 2019, and consistently receiving high rankings at marching band field show competitions.
Okay. All right, so you can see from that crowd a little bit, it's thinned out just a little bit because it is cold. All right, but our party continues here in the ABC7 broadcast booth. We're not going anywhere. We'll be right back.
Country Financial is proud to sponsor the 67th annual Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade and support Chicago Plumbers Union Local 130. Our history and commitment to Chicago goes back nearly 100 years. We take pride in the history and in making sure our Chicagoland clients are prepared for their future. Enjoy a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day celebration.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois is proud to sponsor Chicago's 67th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. It's the one day of the year Blue Cross goes green. For many years, our company has helped Chicago's Irish and Irish at Heart celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Congratulations to Journeyman Plumbers Local 130, today's Grand Marshal and Guest of Honor. Slanshaw.
ABC7's broadcast of the 2022 Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade is brought to you by the Chicago St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee, the Chicago Plumbers Local 130, and these fine sponsors.
If you need furniture, get to Darvin in
Simplified.
Welcome back to ABC7's live coverage of the 2022 St. Patrick's Day Parade, the very best in the country.
Woohoo!
You got that right. The very coldest in the country as well. Delta High School Marching Band. Seeing a lot of marching bands here celebrating their Irish heritage today.
Yes, the Pike Delta York High School Marching Band comes to the parade today from Delta, Ohio. Welcome to a very cold Chicago. Under the direction of Amy Bostwick, they have been marching. They've marched in Walt Disney World. They have performed at Chicago's very own Field Museum back in 2018. They consistently rank in the top tier for marching band field show competitions. Welcome to our St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Chicago.
Yeah, another sweet ride, too, and that one is painted in that Irish green. That was beautiful. Absolutely.
I bet they're happy to be marching, moving their feet, and, usually if it was hot, they wouldn't like it.
I was going to say, usually the marching band music makes you want to tap your toes. I don't think I can feel my toes right now.
No toes.
I don't know if Michael Flatley could get me to move my toes right now. Born in Chicago, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, incredible. And I know that your daughter is at the parade. Is she still here, Judy?
I was texting her. She's like, Mom, it's really cold. I think
We're turning around. We're going home.
Going home or going somewhere else to celebrate?
Well, she tells Mom she's going home,
yes,
right?
Of course. Gordon Fleisch Company here this year at the parade. Good to be back after 2 years.
Yeah, for more than 65 years, they have been providing cutting-edge office technology for companies for all sizes. As the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced and supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. And they say that's business technology managed.
And, you know, they got to be warm in that big truck right there. Big party going on. No doubt. Coming down now, Columbus Drive.
Oh, Osco Oil. Now, that's something that everybody would like. They better be careful right now. It's the third-generation family-owned fuel delivery company serving Chicagoland for 90 years. I bet they are busy during this cold.
They are busy and in demand like no other.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. A lot going on in our world right now.
Yes, a lot going on.
We're trying to celebrate all the positives and not get into all of the tough things. But it has been a tough time, as we know, across our country and across the world.
Absolutely.
But we want to thank all of our essential workers, and that's been the theme of this year's parade. All of our essential workers, our police, our fire, street and sanitation.
And you talk about the crews. We thanked our ABC7 crew, of course, the parade committee for setting up this parade so we can bring it to you here, but also our essential workers. Right. They have been out here as well, getting the routes ready, blocking off the streets, making sure everybody is safe. And even after the parade, they will stick around. You know, most of us can maybe after the parade go warm up somewhere else, where our essential workers will continue to be out here on the streets, making sure everything goes smoothly. So we super appreciate it.
The plumbers were deemed essential during the pandemic. I mean, they keep our sanitation, they keep our water clean, but they also helped build temporary hospitals.
Yeah, we mentioned the Queen this year, of course, Kelly Leyden.
Yeah.
A first responder. She's a Chicago police officer. We certainly honored her. Another marching band we have here from Missouri.
Chillicothe, Missouri High School Marching Hornets, they're called, hailing from none other than Chillicothe, Missouri. This band marching has they have a very long, rich history of outstanding band programs for several decades. They're a great source of pride for the school and their community. The band program is committed to fostering the growth of their students as musicians and as people. All right, welcome to Chicago.
And it's almost time to say goodbye, Judy.
Oh, my gosh, really?
Yeah, already.
Time has flown by, you guys. We knew we were going to be out here for 2 hours. It really, I know it is cold out here.
It was fun.
But it was been such a blast.
It's good to be back.
Yes, so many great sights and sounds and so many great people just smiling in the sunshine despite the weather. And I am telling you, I showed it earlier.
It is almost
My
ice.
bottled water is almost frozen. We could ice skate out on Lake Michigan, I think.
We could.
Soon.
Ryan, Karen, have you had a great time?
I have, and both of you have been wonderful. Yes, I don't care that it's cold. It's something, that you can talk about. I did get a little worried when, people from Chicagoland said it was cold.
Yeah, those pineapples don't think it's cold out there. We want to say a quick goodbye to our Larry Mowry on the street. Larry, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here, guys. Yes, it's been a great day. The sunshine really helped, but it was great to see a parade again here in Chicago with so many people coming out and enjoying the day on what is one of the most fantastic days in the city, and it's always a pleasure to be part of this event every year, and to have it back. We're back. It's great to see everybody.
All right, and one more shout out to our entire crew here for bringing this to you on ABC7 or wherever you stream. You don't see them on TV, but they make this happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you to our first responders, our essential workers.
Yeah.
On behalf of Judy Sue, Karen Ryan, Larry Mowry, I'm Ryan Chiaverini. Big thank you to our entire ABC7 crew. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Happy St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Slancha.
sexy is a feeling.